Yeah, they made a good backdoor call at the end to just tank the towers.
Yeah.
I think if we had saved one TP or if someone had to stay back, we could have, won. But in situations like that, it's like you can't blame anyone. It's just it's game 5. It's just play your best.
It's in the moment. It's like the TL Fly series from last year. It's not like you can say, oh, you should have thought of this minion or something. So
yeah, it's hard to have like perfect, clarity in these kind of situations.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Cloud9 Kia forecast. This is episode 21. Medios is not going to be here for this episode because he's currently filming the dive. And as a reminder, there's Portuguese subtitles for Brazilian fans. Down there.
Awesome, Nick.
Thank
that
you.
was insane.
Awesome.
Thanks. Well, so our series finished. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. How are you? How are you guys feeling after the series?
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I've lost before, so when you play a lot of finals, you win some, you lose some, and it never feels great to lose. Like it's like one of the worst feelings in esports is like losing a finals that you could have won, and then having to watch your team lift the trophy and like having that image. I still remember the first time I lost the finals, watching like Fnatic lift the trophy. That was almost 10 years ago at this point, but I still remember that picture so well of like me standing there and looking at them, confetti fucking everywhere. So it wasn't confetti; it was like the fireworks or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's all. Just fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how the other side feels yet, so I've enjoyed the losing side.
It's fine. You'll get to feel it soon.
Yeah. Reapered Loki. What about you two?
For me, it's terrible to me because it was my first time to final, but we lose. I thought we were gonna win, and then we almost win. Yeah, so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sucks, Like, I thought we had it at the game 4, and then game 5. I'm still proud of the players and the team. We made the finals, and then, the progress we shows. Clearly our players are stepping up and then growing, and we put lots of time for this program, so I'm still proud of the team, but losing feel never great, especially in the finals. Yeah. What about you?
I've lost in the finals, different things, good few times now. I feel like shit. I don't know. I feel like shit. That was basically it. I'm cursed. Second place. I think Jack and you probably heard enough of it in the last game. Anytime something bad would happen, it's just fucking me. Not great. But I still believe the next split. So not too stressed. We got international stuff coming. But yeah, I feel like shit. Well, the fans are going to want to know what we think of like each game one by one. Game 1 was a while ago now. It was the Varus Zero Trade game. Salas Wukong.
The Nico, Varus, Varus, Salas, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just fell too far behind early game. We bled too much gold and we lost both Drake and the Grubs.
Yeah.
When we're supposed to be strong early game. Like strong skirmishing. Not necessarily good lanes. Like Salas and Varus against Nico and Asir aren't necessarily good lanes, but we should be winning fights if we can get them.
Yeah.
But we lost both objectives early game. And then we were down like so much gold, I think, before the game even started. We could have won because we had like some good team fights. But the fight at Atakan, I remember when we got like almost aced, we should have probably won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had too many items at that point for us to lose. We just misplayed. I mean, the story of this whole series is just team fighting.
Yeah.
At objectives, Atakan, Baron, Herald, Dragons.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And I think in this game we clawed our way back with a good team fight. I can't remember where it was. We killed everyone, I think. I got a lot of kills.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have won the game. We found like a pick at Dragon on Asir. He like completely like disconnected and got Rel comboed raw.
Yeah.
Could have won off of that, but it was hard.
What do you think, Loki?
For me, after game is done, I realized that Salos is not good against Azir. Because Azir just sending with team.
But we knew
And
that.
Huh?
We knew that.
Yeah, we knew that. But I have competence to
Yeah.
play Salos. So
Yeah.
I have to play this, but sucks.
Yeah.
Hard to play.
Loki took the draft L for us because we're red side. Do a
Yeah.
little sacrificing
Yeah.
for our trade. Yeah. Yeah, Blabber was saying the same on the drive home about it. Silas Wukong. Good versus Shopify.
Yeah, good first.
Maybe
True.
maybe not versus Fly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, we thought they would maybe pick Varus
yeah.
because they always do. But when Nico's open, they don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
Because even though Varus is a strong laner, Nico makes up for it. And they also get a good ADC against, Wukong Silas because Nico makes up for the weak laning phase.
Yep.
But I think it was fine. That way, a lot of champs that are good for them are gone in first game. It's what it is. Nature of Fearless. Red side will always have a disadvantage, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, red side's pretty annoying to go through Fearless. Not fun. I love sitting in the sheets between every game thinking of red side. It's not crazy at all. All right, game 2. Game 2 is the one that we first win.
Yeah, that was the Senna game, right?
Uh,
Was that game 3?
Senna is game 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ambessa, Yon.
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
Yon. We got Yon first pick. That was
Yeah.
our
Well, I was playing Ezreal this game, yeah.
yeah. You got Ezreal Karma 4-5.
Yeah, I think they kind of had a red side fearless problem this game too in this
Yeah.
draft. I don't think they can win.
Yeah, they had to give us our champs.
They have to, give too many champs over to us because we're blue side and they don't have they obviously have weaknesses too, right? As a team, and they know it, so they had to choose. Similar to how we gave Nico in game 1 and Asir, they had to give us something in game 2, and that was Yon in this case and Ambessa, 2 of our best champs. So I had confidence that if I go 4-5 in draft, even though it's usually better for red side to pick in 4-5 with both bot lanes, I knew that my mid and top would carry this one on their champs.
Yeah, honestly, same idea. We took the L from the the Azir and Silas matchup, right?
Mhm.
And then it might works any Trundle. I don't even remember enemy top laner what was played, but that works against SR. But
He was playing Aatrox.
oh yeah,
Really
We-
useless.
we win this
Yeah.
series for
It's
sure.
gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking in this game, if I get through more items, I will just 1v9 because there's no CC. The only thing they have is any. But when Kamara has Miguel's, they can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
So I knew
Yeah.
if unless Lucian gets ahead and he can create space by poking us and playing aggressive, we can't lose. At some point, we're just more OP. Our chances are too OP.
There's some more OP than
So
that.
just don't lose early game.
Yeah.
We had a banger fight this game, didn't we? Around the Drake.
I remember the last 3 games much better than the first 2.
We had to give Blair at some point. I think we
Yeah.
we killed someone bot,
oh,
Nami.
Yeah.
then we started Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fought to the death. Bladder got it, but they chased him down eventually and got out.
Yeah.
We killed Nami, right? Then we dove Lucian, and then we pushed the wave, and then we did Drake after all this, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lucian, it was such a long fight, and Nami came back from the dead, and Lucian killed Blabber after all this, but we got Drake, so it was worth.
Yeah.
Because we all knew in this series it was gonna be a dragon game in every single game.
Yeah.
I think all 5 games had soul in them, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, every game was a banger for the most part.
Yeah.
When you
Both
got
teams
Yon,
want to flash in for to steal dragons and die for it.
yeah, then you had to.
This
So-
is how it is. Even watching the LCK
Yeah.
finals, that's just how it is.
Yeah. When you
Dragons
got,
just flashing into 1-for-1 themselves for dragon complete
Of course.
freaks.
when you got Yon, you knew it was over?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's free win.
Yeah, because
can't do
I
that.
have competence to play Yon,
Yeah, they
even
can't.
though he play any.
They
I
can't
don't
give
care.
you Yon.
Yeah.
It's just unacceptable. Happens. All right, game 3 was a banger. Game 3 was, I don't know if you guys caught it in game.
Oh.
I think
Oh.
Jack in the back complaining about bounties the entire time. They got 4K gold worth of fucking bounties through that game.
Yeah. I think this game we got a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
I feel like
True.
they were just running it down.
Yeah.
You remember? They were just dying on purpose almost.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
felt like. There was a thing happening. We had a fight bot, 1-for-1, something like that. And then we went mid. And we caught someone in the river,
Mhm.
and then we killed Rakana. We killed Rakana, right? And he came back, and we fought grubs, and then they just all killed themselves
Yeah.
like one by one.
All
Like
came and died. Like
we
what?
killed himself for free. He was like
Yeah.
dying for the crab, and then Cyan came and killed himself again.
Mhm.
And then Smolder died as well. It was like something like I got like 3 kills, and I knew now I can actually carry. Whereas before that, I was kind of afraid we wouldn't have enough damage to kill Cyan in team
Yeah.
fights. With just Oyana and Senna, we need like a lot of items. And then the game got kind of close.
Yeah.
I think we made a big mistake at some point when we went to bot tier 2,
Mm-hmm.
and they chased us out, and then they got
Mm.
the dragon. I think that was the 3rd dragon of the game, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like I was a bit nervous that Smolder might have time to scale at this point.
Yeah, they got 2 turret bounties and a dragon bounty.
Yeah.
The turret bounties are 500 gold each,
Yeah.
and then the dragon was a 1k.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, I think we were up a lot of gold right in that game.
Yeah, we were up and they, like came back. You know, when we played GeoGuessr, talking about the cannons getting charged up.
Yeah.
So I was joking about in the back, like when all this happened, we just charged up the bounty cannon.
Yeah.
And they just need like the
Yeah, there was like this
juicer and
one
then come
fight
back.
when we were pushing that bot tier 3. Blabber
Yeah.
went a bit deep around the red buff blast cone area. And Smolder got like a couple shutdowns. I was kind of nervous that he might
Yeah.
1v9 at this point. I think Rise got a Thanatos shutdown, and
Yeah.
Smolder got like the 3 other ones.
Yeah.
He even killed Phil at some point, and he got like 500 gold extra from Phil. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of fucked up. So I was a bit nervous he might carry this game. But I
Yeah.
think if we play well, it's hard for him to carry like 1v9 if we all space his range and don't give him like splash damage. So I was confident we would win, even if he gets that strong.
Yeah. What'd you think, Loki?
We got a lot of kill earlier, and then maybe we can make some plan, and then we can do it. But we didn't make some plan. So even though they're losing game, they're always looking something. So I think we have to make plan and then do this, and
Yeah.
it's fine.
They're a very active team.
Yeah.
Reaper?
Yeah, I mean, the game looked very free win until it was a chain. Like Thanatos was hit 2 core item, and then he was not like inting, I guess. He was trying to fight 1v1 against Rise, and then realized, oh shit, Rise is stronger than me, and then Rise have a, like literally he was jumping in
Yeah.
to fight
Oh.
because we had some sort of plan at the like bot push or dragon set or whatever, and then he was trying to 1v1 to get parity, and then he lost that 1v1, and then it starts from there. Something goes weird. Rise was getting stronger, and then Smurd got lots of shutdowns. Then game got nervous, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was thought we we're gonna win this game anyway, because even though Smurda is so strong, Oriana and Senna was really fat.
Yeah, we had like 10. I think we had like 15 kills, both me and Loki at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And like late, like super late game, Smolder's not that insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause He can't auto attack, only use
Yeah.
Q. So like maybe like 35 minutes he's OP, but like 50 minutes, Senna and Oyana are just more OP.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Senna
for
is
sure,
more
for sure.
range.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one flash combo and that, or one like Poppy flash E or something.
Yeah.
It's hard to play for Smolder. He has so much pressure to carry 1v9.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a feeling that very confidence on that game, but a little bit nervous to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I was nervous as well. I was outside early at that point. I
Yeah.
felt like I jinxed it because I went outside. I was literally just,
That's
I was
crazy, bro.
stressed. So
That's crazy, bro.
that is what it is. I had to stay locked in for the next one, you know. I mean, game 4 started also pretty good for us. We were
Yeah, like
Yeah.
4
Braum.
kills
really
early in like
good.
bot side jungle.
Yeah. At some point, like Aura have a 1 core item, and then I saw Talia item was tier 2 and tier and 1 book. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the game was over at like 4 minutes
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we
I think
killed
so too.
everyone.
Yeah.
I think Loki got 3 kills and I got 1 kill. And I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
BF sword, first base. Gorky had like tier and long sword.
Mhm.
I remember like before the game started, I was thinking about taking like scaling runes. Like Gang Storm is always OP in best of 5s. I was like, nah, let's just go like full early game, you know, triumph, everything. And then we had like a banger fight at crab to the death, like everyone flashing in, jumping over walls, like just full send. I thought
Yeah.
after that fight that we would just win. But I think that, early mid game has always been like one of our weaknesses as a team. Like 10 to 14 minutes
Yeah.
time, always like one of our weaknesses and one of their biggest strengths. And we didn't really have like a decisive plan. Or we had one, but then it got changed last minute to a different one, and it was not good. I think we played too much into what they wanted, which was like a map split where they can dive Jace and we can't really dive Cho'Gath. And if we can, it's not worth.
Mm-hmm.
They also got grubs, which I think was fine. But we shouldn't have traded sides when they have grubs and they're weaker than us. We should just match them everywhere and win everywhere, right? So that was definitely a disaster. I still think the game could have been, winning. I think we just played some fights bad this game. We should have won. There was one fight that we got like aced in, and Corky, that was like a dragon fight, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, it was a dragon fight. I mean,
And like you said, everything was team fighting.
yeah,
For the
the
most
whole
part,
series
like
was
it
team
always
fighting.
came down to a team fight.
I think just one dragon fight where we should have been stronger and we lost. And that was like kind of it. I think even late game we could have carried. We could have won this game. I remember the last fight of the game, we went too far. I think
Mm-hmm.
we should have been kiting backwards in Nocturne ult. There's so many bushes and like walls, you can't see anything. Yeah, that game should have been in the bag.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows it was free win. Fuck.
Yeah. A little depressing to talk about
Yeah.
right afterwards.
Yeah, I think our draft was solid that game. We got like kind of what we wanted, I think, in most roles,
Yeah.
which is rare in game. Like sometimes in like game 4 and 5 fearless, you're just playing whatever the fuck,
It's whatever you got.
Yeah, the aim team was like picking champs they don't want to play and stuff, and just to take it away from us. Like Corky, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Going into game 5. Small thing in this, I don't know if you guys noticed in game, but someone backstage brought it up. I don't think we were supposed to have feats. that
Yeah,
game.
we lost first tower and the warfare.
Yeah. But we got the feats.
Yeah, I remember this happened to us when we were boot camping a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
That bug where like they started the game with feats.
Yeah, I remember thinking in my
Remember that
head like,
happened?
why do we have feats this game? I was like, I pressed tab
It's
and
like, don't question.
on the scoreboard, it shows like the red,
Yeah.
they have it. But then I was like, oh, we have it actually.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pause for that.
Of course not. That's on their side to
Whoa.
pause for, but interesting.
If they want to remake, we can remake.
Yeah.
That'll go again.
Yeah. But,
Fuck.
I mean, other than that game, it came down to we were close to comp, playing for Drakes. We're stacking neutrals.
Early
got
game was a
3.
bit sus.
Yeah.
Obviously, Killen's is a strong lane, but I think we had a good situation where we based first, and then we wanted to cancel our bases, but Phil got one shot, which I think was fine, didn't matter. We had like some banger fights around Dragon where like, I think we got it. I flashed an Elise. It was like, okay, now go top. We get grubs. The game was going pretty well for us, I think. We got
Yeah.
second Drake too. It was just like a slow, go Drake, go top, go grubs, go bot, go Drake. We had tank this game. They can't kill him on the other side of the map. So I think picking a tank was good top against Elise support. So you can't like run silence and kill anyone.
Yeah.
So all we have to do is defend Loki. And then we just play slow.
Yeah.
I think this game, they're a good team at like playing more angles in team fights. They come from like one guy here, one guy here, one guy down here. We're not much engaged in this game. Only Jarvan ult, but they have like, Kha'Zix, they have flashes, they have kill and E. So it's hard for Blabber to find and engage. So it's hard for us to play besides just hitting objectives. That's
Yeah.
all we can do.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah, and also I was thought about during the game. We were talking about shall we marking the Gragas or shall we put
Yeah.
K'Sante in the front, like something like that kind of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
discussion. But I always feel, if we decide to at the moment, if we decide to put K'Sante into the Gragas, because Kha'Zix will not gonna look K'Sante like Gragas
Yeah,
1v1 in situation,
Yeah.
and then Gragas was a full AP Gragas, right?
Yeah.
So if he does have a flank angle, we have actual like he actually threat us like
He's dangerous, yeah.
yeah. But K'Sante marking him, K'Sante will not lose HP and he might solo kill Gragas as well.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of situations where I was on Baron and Gragas was like above me.
Yeah.
I think in those
remember.
situations, if Xander can mark the Gragas
Yeah.
and Wei can, match the, what's it called?
The Victor side.
The Victor,
hey,
Caitlyn,
yeah,
Elise side. I think that would be better for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Before she has the rapid fire cannon, she can't attack Wei at all.
Yeah, at all. Yeah.
I think we played those situations poorly in this game. I think some Drake fights we were getting collapsed on from all sides, and we talked about just fucking sending it, just
Yeah.
flashing in, take some funny angles, take the
Mm-hmm.
it was the Chemtech map with the big plants.
blast con.
Mhm.
Just take it and just flash in.
Yeah.
No regrets. Just walk forward, tank one skill shot with your flash, and then just go, because we don't have range in this game. We only have
Going.
sending it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just going.
Yeah.
No regrets type shit.
Yeah.
That was a hard game for you, playing Hui into that. What did that feel like?
Not too hard to play because I was throwing when 3 Drake is up. I knew that Alice is boss side, Backside push.
Yeah.
and then Greg gonna play aggressive, and then I'm just walk up to them and then die. Yeah,
Fuck.
so it was so sucks for me. And then when Elder situation, I used TP2 earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe I can clear top wave and then TP or look situation. But
I think the biggest point in this game was before that,
Yeah.
when we tried to kill Caitlyn.
yeah,
Caitlyn had no flash, and Phil made we call it like Hollywood, like acting, where me and Loki's showing a word, and then we both leave towards the dragon, and then he might walk up to catch the wave, and then Blabber can, Jarvan on him, and we almost got him. I could feel the Jarvan ult was like this close to being in range, like 5 move speed difference, and he gets him there, and the game is over. But he couldn't find him. Then we used Renata ult, and I think Blabber got caught by something,
yeah,
and then we lost the dragon and the
Nation.
Baron,
yeah,
which stalled the game a lot, and we lost 2 inhibits. And then at some point we ran out of base, and they're like, at this point we're kind of outscaled, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Sunny is a strong late game, and so is Wei, but we don't have any tools. We can't stop Caitlyn from fire cannoning us every cooldown and jing on towers. So at the base, it was just fucking go. Just someone flash in, die for nothing, and then just go.
Yeah.
We got Caitlyn, we got someone else, Kha'Zix.
Yeah, we made some magic happen.
We made magic
right
happen, but while we were fighting, our towers were 1 HP. I think
Yeah.
one of them died.
Yeah, one was dead,
And
and,
then
the other one was
we
a
called the
third.
TP behind them to chase them,
Yeah.
yeah.
but we couldn't actually get them.
Yeah.
And then, they made a good backdoor call at the end to just tank the towers.
Yeah.
But I think if we had saved one TP, or if someone had just stayed back, we could have, won. But in situations like that, it's you can't blame anyone. It's just,
Yeah.
it's game 5. It's just play your
Yeah.
best.
It's in the moment. It's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
TL Fly series from last year. It's not like you can say, oh, you should have thought of this minion or something. So,
Yeah. It's hard to have perfect, clarity in these kind of situations.
yeah.
We were also thinking that maybe they could fight the Elder, Sure, they're 3-4 out of jungler, but 3-5 maybe actually. But they have funny champs, Gragas, Elise, they can flash into someone and one shot them or whatever. So we were 2 tunnel on the Drake perhaps.
Yeah.
So if we get Elder, we would get Baron in 1 minute, and then the game would be over. We would just go down mid and end, I think. Just full send down mid and
Yeah.
GG. So we just lost track of where they were for a second.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
But it's in these kind of series, I don't think of that moment as the most important moment.
Yeah.
I think of the mid play, much more important, or all the fights we lost. Because we had 3 Drakes, right, to 0.
Yep.
And we lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
4 in a row.
A lot of time in these kind of moments, you think oh, I died mid. Blabber probably thinks himself right now, fuck, I got caught mid on the kill and play.
Mhm.
Or he thinks oh, I shouldn't TP'd. We could have defended our base, but it's not what matters, I think.
Yeah.
It's everything else that happened before that matters
Yeah.
the most. So,
All right.
fuck.
Well, want to turn it to a slightly more positive note
No.
about
nothing positive.
EWC. Qualified for that yesterday, playing in Shopify 3-0. Anything you guys want to talk about from that series at all?
Nah, I didn't want to say it on the day because you should never be too cocky, but I knew
Yeah.
SR game was scheduled.
Yeah, it's expected.
I scheduled 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
I think we didn't even play that well against SR, to be honest.
Yeah.
We were super behind in some of the games. Game 3, we got double killed bot by the jungle gank.
Mm.
And
Game 1, we were pretty.
game 1 had something bad happen. I
Pretty
can't
far
remember
down.
what it was. What was the game?
I don't
Talia
remember.
game?
Oh yeah, Loki got fucked up this game.
Yeah, I got fucked up.
We made the top dive. Oh jeez.
Yeah, the top dive that was
Oh, yeah.
the doctor
Yeah,
had
top
spawned
dive.
in.
I think that
on
was a
their
good
team.
play. We just misplayed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So,
messed it up.
It was good.
But it's sometimes against teams like SR, it sounds cocky, but you just know that no matter what happens, you're gonna win.
Yeah, it's winnable.
True.
Like it's just
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Even today against Fly, like in some of the games, some bad shit happened. I was like, we're gonna win anyways. I know it. I can just
Mhm.
feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You feel the same way in that series?
Yeah.
You're the
Kappa?
rookie, so I don't know if you felt the same.
If just normal situation, we're gonna win. I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Think
games were normal situations.
There was a lot of
No, it wasn't.
outplaying ourselves in this series. I think
Yeah.
not necessarily Doctor Strange, but yeah, which I definitely should have won today. We found a lot of like angles to lose
Yeah.
that we normally don't find.
Loki, you got MVP in that series.
Yeah.
Nice.
What'd you think about that? Feel good?
Except Talia game, I have deserved it, but Talia game was so dog shit for me because at the time my body was really relaxed and then I was meditation too hard.
Mhm.
So
Not logged in.
yeah, not login. So I was sleeping and then after Talia game,
Yeah.
I drink caffeine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Red
then,
Bull one shot and then
yeah,
1v9.
my brain now
Yeah.
work.
And then Saya's game 1v9 because
Yeah, that's what I'm done.
Yeah. It's just juice with caffeine for that game,
Yeah,
ready
that's
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your bad game happened game 1.
Yeah,
So when they think MVP, don't even remember game 1.
yeah,
Game 2, 3.
Yeah.
it's fine.
Nice.
Reaper said like wake up and you're like, oh, of course, I'll just wake up then.
Oh.
And I'll just go 1v9
Easy.
now. Thanks, boss.
All right. Let me get some Q&A questions. So, Loki, this was your first finals, and it was your second day in a row with like a slow first game.
yeah.
What was the difference? You said in that one versus Shopify, you were kind of like, you meditated too much. What about today? Like, what do you think the difference was for you?
Today I'm just drink caffeine a little bit before game start because my brain kind of feel like just doesn't work in my head. So I drink some caffeine and then wake up my brain and then keep focusing. But when game is start, I got nervous a little bit, not a little bit, kind of middle.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Perfect. So just caffeine.
yeah, caffeine.
Awesome. We love caffeine. Cool. The second one was around scrimming. Like we had to scrim like different teams this week. And did it like change our perception of picks? Like, Silas Wukong, like we were talking about.
I don't think so, personally.
Yeah, I mean, we had like decent scrims
Yeah.
for the last 2 days. We had like the TL McDonald's squad of like people that
Yeah.
were down to scrim us.
Yeah, TL assembled first day 4 of their players and then 1 different player
Mhm.
from like a different team. And then the next day they just got 3 players together
Yeah.
Yeah.
and assembled like a TL plus randoms roster, which was, LCS level scrim. So that was nice of them.
Yeah.
I think if I had lost the day before or whatever to SR, I would not be scrimming TL.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that they helped us out like that. That was nice of them.
Yeah.
So thanks
True.
to TL.
Yeah.
Thank
Cheers
you.
to them.
It was good practice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we had a decent
Before that,
idea
we
of
scrimmed
picks, yeah.
against like Dragon Steel,
Yeah,
I
it's
think they
like
call it.
Maryville's team, it's Dark Zero.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
I don't know. They change their name every split, so
Yeah, I mean,
hard to follow.
it's always worse to scrim account teams. You're playing a higher ping as well because
Yeah.
they're like all over the place. But I mean, it's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's moments like these where having a account team would be nice, for in-houses and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it was still good practice to have something just to stay like warm.
Yep.
It's important to always know like this champ isn't actually OP. I'm just playing because I'm better or something, or like because them is playing or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think nothing affected us negatively. It was good scrims.
We've also been on this patch for
Yeah.
a chill amount of time, so we kind of know.
Yeah, I don't think we picked like certain champs because of scrims. I think we just knew that coming into the finals that we knew what Fly would play and they knew what we would play, kind of, and just pick it and I'll see you at the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
we
all
saw him
it
at
is.
the Dragon.
I think
Yeah.
that's how it goes when you're on the same patch for a month straight, and
Well, we already kind of talked a little bit about what Fly does well in comparison to like other teams in the league. Was there anything that you guys wanted to add to that? Like the difference between Fly and the rest?
I think just that like the 10-minute to 15-minute period where like for example in the Ezreal, Maokai, Ambassador, whatever game, they got a good playoff bot, I think. And we
Mhm.
didn't do anything topside when we were winning. I think they're really good at like choosing which side to play on. They are smart at using TPs. They often find like advantages in the time between the fights, where I think we're not as quick to read the map and be like, what can they do? What can we do? We're kind of slow out of it. We're too focused on like just fighting objectives only. But everything in between is what they do well as a team, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I also think in team fights, they have a very distinct way of creating space, knowing whose job it is to flank, whose job is to poke, who can flex with their flash, and make one guy use ult on me and I'll flash away, and then my AD carry can carry or something. That's what they do well as a team. I think they have other weaknesses as a team, but that's their strength for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna add from like draft perspective, they're one of the few teams that kind of feels like they have an answer to everything. Even with Gwen, they always have like their set. There's like other funny picks they've done, like scrims versus that we know about. I think Yon was like the one where it really didn't seem like they had something good to answer into it. But otherwise, they've got picks in bottom. Obviously, they had like Kate Elise into Callista playing Nico. Not every team is like really actually playing Nico. They're really flexible in draft, so it's like more challenging.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I
doesn't
think
feel like we get a free win in draft
every team has
time.
their strengths. Like they can play set maybe against Gwen, but they can't play Gwen.
Yeah.
They can't play Ambessa. They can't play, so many champs like that. They pick Aatrox last pick in that game, fucking useless champ, for example. So I think both teams know their strengths and weaknesses coming to this series, and they draft around it and play around it.
Yeah.
They know they can't win carry matchups, so they play Cho'Gath, they play Sion, they play, these kind of champs, and they knew it like in game 5 that they had to ban Gwen, and Ballin tanked the L in that game and gave kills over to us. They play well, I think.
Yeah. So we already talked about Yon as well too. That you think it's free win. You get Yon.
Yeah, free win.
But do you feel like disrespected? Like how dare they leave Yon up?
I don't think so. Maybe they don't want ban Yon, and then they don't have ban.
Yeah, have to ban so many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
hard.
why they give to me Yon.
Yeah. So not disrespected. Just
Yeah, just
that's good.
thank you for giving Yon and then free
Yeah.
win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. The next was, how do we react and deal with negative emotions? Because everyone takes losses differently. I had depression eat. I'm gonna slam some McDonald's when I go home tonight. We have stuffed crust pizza on the way as well.
Stuffed crust.
Yeah, it's waiting at the house right now. You don't like stuffed crust?
That's like some American shit, bro.
I'm American.
I'm getting too fat from being American, bro. I need to like log in.
Yeah, same.
I'm eating too much shit these
I've been
days.
here 31 years, unfortunately. It's just a slow bulk constantly.
I mean,
But,
I said it
that's
behind
mine.
in the green room after we lost, but that feeling you have after, like, as you're losing to the last game, when you know it's over, you're watching them like laugh and lift the trophy. It's like a strong emotion. Always remember it, so that you can try to never feel that way again.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Try to use that negativity, that energy to come back stronger for summer. It took me 2 finals losses in a row before I finally won the 3rd final I played.
Yeah.
And after that, it's over for everyone else.
How does it hit you, Reaper? I actually can't tell with you.
Hmm?
I have no idea.
I'm going deep dark,
Okay,
like
just into
deep,
the void.
deep dark, and then depression eat, depression drink, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta
it
do
is what it is,
You gotta do
right?
what you gotta do. Yeah.
It's-
yeah, but yeah, it's not gonna be stay that long, because I don't even remember how many finals I lost.
I think I lost. I lost to Fnatic. I lost to G2. I lost to TL. Also Energy. And now to FlyQuest. That's 5. Only 5? Really?
I think I
That's
lost.
not bad, actually.
I think I lost against double Bjergsen that roster.
Fucking Bjergsen.
Now, I think I lost against you guys as well,
Yeah.
and TL. Like I don't even know, like more than 5 probably. But yeah,
I've only
yeah.
got 3. I don't make enough. I don't make enough of those.
I mean
So.
the first couple like final lost. I was slamming the wall and I was very angry and I was like basically very angry every time I lost.
Yeah.
But I'm still very angry and sad. But still, it is what it is. One guy will win, one guy will lose. And this time, it's just we lost, right? It is what it is. One guy will gonna win, one guy will gonna lose. And then, like same thing as Sven, like this feel and this experience. Yeah, I just need to think about how we wanna moving forward with this experience. Because every experience, even though it's shit experience, you will learn something, right?
Mhm.
Learn something, and then moving forward, life goes on.
Yeah, you have to learn or keep losing. I'm not gonna keep losing, so
Yeah, me too.
not sure about you guys, but
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Loki?
Yeah.
What about you?
When I was play Korea, when I losing game, I'm just drink some beer, but now can't drink beer. Right?
illegal.
Yeah, I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
I feel I'm getting better than before now. I'm
Mhm.
step up a lot of things. So just refresh and then next split will be better.
Got it.
Fuck.
I'm not asking the last question on the Q&A. Go ahead and say that now.
No, FlyQuest is not our fathers. They're fucking lucky.
Cheers. Yeah. It's
We should've won.
a crazy question we put on the Q&A. With C9.
We gotta get some.
Cheers.
Fuck, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
The
should've won.
EWC. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have what was it, like a week and a half break?
We can
And then we
afford
start
2
preparing?
weeks. Yeah,
Preparing for EWC.
I'm fighting for having a 2 weeks break, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do, so
Yeah, same.
I'm just gonna play solo queue, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In NA. Lovely.
Kappa.
Yeah. Kappa.
I guess preparing for that, Sven, you'd probably know, like you and Reaper the most. What's like the difference when you're like scrimming teams that are international tournament versus like a off-season boot camp versus all the like Korean?
I mean, it always depends if you're playing the tournament. I never actually tried like scrimming teams in a national tournament when I wasn't in the tournament.
Yeah.
So that's nice practice for us because teams like C9 who are almost as good as FlyQuest, right, are good practice partners for the teams in the tournament because we're not in the tournament. So they aren't
Yeah.
worried about, us knowing their picks or anything. We
Mhm.
won't leak to anyone, obviously. We're not part of the tournament. We don't give a shit. So hopefully we can get a lot of good scrims. Typically for like short tournaments like this, teams are like really fucking locked in scrims.
They are. Yeah,
There's like a lot less limit testing, a lot less, trying new picks and stuff. It's gonna be one patch the whole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You know it before going in. Teams are like a lot more serious, and it's like usually the best kind of practice is this one.
yeah.
Also, it's high intensity. So when you're playing a tournament, if you're losing, you get fucking tilted and like
For sure.
a lot of emotions involved. So it's like usually I would say the best scrims, and like sometimes you can see teams level up really hard during the first 2 weeks of Worlds boot camps or
Yeah,
MSI scrims. So looking forward to it.
yeah.
We have a GOAT manager who speaks Chinese and Korean.
Yeah.
So
You can handle all of it.
hopefully he can hook us up with some good scrims.
Surely.
Yeah, I mean, international, the tournament scrims are always dependent on the teams are be ready to level up at the time or not. Because even though you are a favorite to coming into this like international tournament, if you are not adapting something like during the scrims and the meta, and then if you are not leveling up at the moment, then you're gonna far behind because everyone over there is like really good teams and everyone trying really hard for the win, right? So the one of the key, what's been said and what I just think is the teams are be willing to level up or not. That's the most important part to me. Because the screen quality is good and reviews are good, and then the reviews are shorter and intense because there's lots of emotions and very intense moment, and then I think I'm right, you think you're right, and like if the teams are not going through that, and then they are fall off, they are just mental boom and GG. Like some of the teams are leveling up so hard, but some of the teams are just drop down the level like to the bottom, you know?
Yeah, it's a good time to test yourself and see if you've got what it takes to, be at the top. So it's nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
So going into EWC, so we can just look at the teams that are going. So like from LCK, Jinji, T1, HLE.
The trio of doom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Shit.
LPL is AL, BLG.
Mm.
Anyone you guys are looking forward to playing against?
Well,
Particularly?
I don't know if we'll scrim every single team, or if they even care about us,
Yeah.
But we'll see. We scrimmed a lot of these teams during our Green Boot Camp. We scrimmed Hammer Life. I remember we scrimmed, what's it called?
AL.
AL, CFO. So
Yeah.
a lot of these teams we have like prior relationships with.
Yeah.
So I remember AL were like happy to scrim us. They might have gotten ego since then. Because back
Yeah,
at
maybe.
that time, no one thought AL was a good team.
Yeah.
We scrimmed them. But now they're the best team in the LPL. So that's
Yeah.
cool. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll remember us.
Yeah, maybe. And they'll want some scrims. That
Yeah.
would be nice. I hope so.
Hey guys.
No, probably Tabe will wanna having revenge screams because
It's true.
even he said it to David.
Yeah. I
We
remember.
were winning every single scrims, but we are losing against you guys. We are looking for the
Yeah, I remember that.
like,
They said they were stomping
bit
everyone's
more,
scrims,
yeah.
and then we beat them, and I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we showed up.
yeah.
Anyone you want to play versus?
Mm,
Chovy?
I won't practice against Genji. Genji's best team in the world, I feel like.
Best
And
team
then-
and best player.
Yeah, best player. They are individually really good team, I feel like. And Chobi is just,
Jovi?
yeah,
Chovy.
Chobi is Chobi.
You guys have any thoughts about the format for EWC? Do you even know it?
I haven't really cared, honestly. I'll
Yeah.
just show up and play.
Yeah, for me, that's been like,
I know that winning is
So
good for you,
far,
and
yeah.
losing is bad for you. So
that's usually how it goes.
I'll
yeah.
just try to win, and we'll see what happens.
Same,
Yeah.
same. I think we all agree with that one. Well, I guess other league news, non-C9 related. Umti is gone from TL.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video at all? Did you watch?
No.
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 Really?
I got
That's
the
crazy.
TLDR from Blabber.
Yeah. I also
He
didn't
said
watch,
something
but I
about
got the
he
lowdown.
had like mental health
yeah.
issues. So
So
that sucks.
he quit.
I think a lot of people have that. It's hard to talk about. So respect to him.
Yeah.
For like talking about it. But I didn't watch the video, so can't
Yeah.
really say more than what I got from Blabber.
Same. Sad.
Yeah,
How
I
it
mean, I
goes,
think
guess.
6-man rosters never work in the long term.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on pros with Jan. He was talking about how Umti and Yuji were helping each other, but that's never gonna work in the long run, right?
Yeah.
You're helping
Yeah.
the guy who's gonna take your job eventually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point, you can't share scrims anymore. You have to pick one or the other to optimize practice. Because even if you have different play styles, it's not gonna work in long term. You know what the guy plays. So, they're playing this guy. Let's ban Nocturne and Diego. They're playing this guy. Let's ban Johnny Maokai. Doesn't help you, right? So
Yeah.
I think
Don't-
it was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah.
I
we all
think
kinda
TL knows their best players, their ADC, and their top side. Not necessarily bad players, any of them. APA, UMT, UG, or Impact just can't function together. I think that 3-man, they need something different in one of the 3 roles.
Yeah.
A different kind of carry threat, I think, in the top side.
Yeah.
It can be mid, it can be jungle, it can be top, just something else.
On the 6-man roster thing, I don't remember who said it, but someone said like replacing someone on a league team is like 20% of the roster. When you get rid of one person for another, it's like a 20% change. And in sports, they have subs, you change out, but like it's one guy or 2 guys,
What's your point?
which is not like 20% of the roster. Like 20% is a massive change. So like 6-man is kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to make work when it's one player can make a pretty huge difference
Well, I mean,
on a team.
and also it's differences are you're a sub in drawing the game,
Yeah.
right? So drawing the game.
Yeah.
Okay, yo.
You can go like in and out. You can't just, you're in for the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Loki, I think you play pretty bad right now. So sub in next. It's not this. Like the 6-man roster in the league and then the other sports is completely different. So
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah, so it's a bit tough to manage that. Yeah, I guess for Rupert and Loki, do like players in Korea normally talk about their mental health at all? Was it like surprising for Umti to be like open about that and talk about it?
Mm,
You understand?
No.
You know mental health?
Yeah, mental health. Mental care. Mental care.
yeah, I'll answer it. yeah, I'll answer it.
Reaper will handle it. Yeah.
Yeah.
problem.
I mean, there's no shame. That's for sure. Because lots of people publicly open, I have this problem, or I feel bad about this situation. Like, I don't think there's no shame on that, and then no one in Korea like feel that way. But usually, the people in Korea likes hiding those kind of stuff themselves,
Mhm.
right? So usually picked up by like from the staffs or from the different players. Maybe this guy have something problem going on. I'm not sure about his mental, or he have family issues, or outside of like something outside of the game. He is struggling right now. Someone is recognizing pusher, right? Because my teammates is struggling. You can clearly see this guy is not normal right now, right? So eventually someone will gonna go through, talk, and then usually that process are pretty common in Korea, pro players.
Our look ahead with C9 Kia, EWC is in the 3rd week of July, and Split 3 starts at the end of July.
It's like a month from now, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a month from now.
Bro.
Yeah, EWC ends, and then
It's like a whole
basically
month of oinking?
right after we go into the next split. Yeah, it's a month of oinking. Well, I mean, I guess for us it's like 2 weeks of
Yeah,
oinking
2 weeks
and
I
only.
don't even know what day it is today, bro. What day?
June 15th.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so a
That's
month
not-
out for the
That's
next
awesome.
competition.
Yeah, my days
us.
kind of blend together. It's just like, tomorrow's a scrim day, the day after that's scrim day, and then it's game day, and game day, off day, scrim day.
Yeah,
There's no like dates, no
yeah.
Monday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So they
Same
want
time-
they want to
same
know
time
our
wake
plan.
up.
DG.
There's just only scrim days, game days, and off days.
Yeah, they want to know our plan for the next 2 months, which is Kappa 1 month, but I think solo queue and then scrimming. Basically.
Solo queue, fuck.
I think it's basically it. I don't know if anyone else has like crazy plans.
I mean, yeah, basically that's the plan. And then if someone living nearby like LA, like nearby less than 5-hour flight, then like they wanna visit the home and having some break,
Yeah,
like
must be
something
nice
like that, right?
being
yeah.
Blabber or Phil,
Yeah. They, like, I want them to having some rest. I mean, I want you guys to having some rest too, but you guys are too far away, no?
Yeah,
It's like
It's often not worth flying all the way to,
it's not even a month.
Yeah. For me, flying home would be like a 25-hour,
Ugh.
flights and airports and
Yeah.
taxi, whatever. And then you have to go back again for scrims and then go back to Saudi. It's too much flying, like CBA.
for sure.
Love my family and all that, but
It's a bit of a pain to go through to
Yeah.
get to there.
I used to always go home during small breaks like this. But ever since COVID, I just stopped doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if some players want to have taking a break, good, love it, because we're gonna run the marathon like pretty much like next half of the years, right?
Yeah.
Like we was split 3 and we're gonna making the worst pusher, and when we making the worst, like there's another marathon over there, and then season end next year comes really fast, and then we're boot camping, split 1 start, like really packed and busy schedule, right?
Yeah.
So if you can have a little break between the timeline, go take it, because we're gonna be top team in next year too, in next season. So we're gonna pack the schedule, and then scream, game day, off day, scream, game day, off day. That's it.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Same. All right. Well, thank you for watching this episode. Sadly, we couldn't take home the trophy. But yeah, next one's ours. Like Rupert saying, next split, we're going to build up to that. EWC, that's ours as well. And if you have any questions, leave them down below and we'll get to it in the next one.